It's time for Derrick Ellis Comedy and Coffee House.
Hello, welcome to Comedy, Books, and Coffee, internet television show. I'm your host, Derrick Ellis. Comedy, Books, and Coffee is a show where we discuss issues regarding black and white relation, marriage, social problems in this country as well as abroad. We try to make enlightenment of those issues and put a comical spin on it. Also, we showcase comedians, authors, celebrities, as well as show some very funny comedy skits. My guest for this episode of Comedy, Books, and Coffee is what I call a new face comic who's been grinding, doing his thing, Mr. T. Davis. T. Davis, what's going on, man?
Hey, how's it going, D?
All right. Now, check it out, man. Where are you originally from?
I'm originally from a city called El Dorado, Arkansas. It's like 2 hours south of Little Rock.
Little Rock, okay, Little Rock. Now, how long have you been doing stand-up comedy?
I'd say probably about six years. About 6 years.
Six years. Great. Now I noticed at one time you were here in L.A. for a minute doing it first. Then you went back, and then you came back to L.A. Tell me, how is the comedy scene in Los Angeles?
There's nothing else like it. Actually, once I left, I moved to Dallas for two and a half years. I guess once you had a taste of LA comedy,
right,
or once you had a taste of LA, it's nothing else like it. You know what I mean? Throughout the world. So I've been there. I've been in other places also. I lived in Little Rock, of course, but it's nothing. The comedy scene there's nothing else like it here, unless you're in Los Angeles.
Now, when you say it's nothing like it, do you mean is it the kind of response you get? Do you mean in terms of the notoriety by you being a Los Angeles comic? People have a tendency to like when you go back home, it puts you back on this pedestal somewhat.
Right.
When you be like, man, you in LA, it's a different thing.
Right.
Or do you mean in terms of how is it in terms of the money situation? Is it do it pay a lot? Do it
Well, I think in LA you have to. It's almost like it's a have to. You have to be in LA if you're going to be a comic or whatever you're going to do it, because you got the opportunity to perform a lot. You get there's some show going on every night in Los Angeles, whether it be Monday night, Sunday night, whatever the time or whatever.
Right.
But when you're away from LA, by LA having so many comics here, whatever, it's not. It's almost like it's saturated, so you don't get paid as much. You can make a little bit more outside of the Los Angeles area as far as money.
Right.
But you don't get the opportunity as much. You know what I mean? The opportunity is more like far and in between, like if you're somewhere else. Like in Dallas, I perform maybe twice a month. I had a show, a real show. You can go do open mics, things like that, but as far as just a real show, it's like,
well, you just got to eat once or twice a month.
Right. Right.
Look at him.
You're hungry the rest of the month.
Right. And you're right about that, man. A lot of times when I was back home, actually, I'm from Houston. When I was in Houston, I did work that circuit, that down south circuit. But in terms of the industry taking me seriously, I knew I had to be here in Los Angeles. Because once you come here to Los Angeles, it's almost like going to college again.
Right.
It's a whole different, it's like starting over.
Oh, you're right about that.
But you have to come this way if you're a serious comic. You must come this way to let industry know that you are serious about your craft. And like you said, it's nothing like it. You know what I mean? It's always a club that's happening every night of the week. You can go up somewhere.
Right.
You might not get paid, but you definitely, if you're lucky, you'll get a nice spot. Where the thing about it ain't even about the money thing here. Is that like every time you go up here, it's like you're showcasing.
Right.
So it's always a couple of my friends have got deals just by working the clubs in Los Angeles. So yeah, it's a beautiful thing. It's nothing like it.
You're right.
Now, you've been doing it a little over 5-6 years.
Right.
Do you see yourself really doing this longer than, making a career?
Actually, I do. And the way I started was kind of weird. I've always been like the funny guy or whatever. Everybody, they love being around me and that kind of thing. So that's how I kind of got into the whole comedy scene. I was making people laugh way before I got into comedy.
Right.
But once I got there, it's almost like, this is what I should have been doing. This is what I should have. You know what I mean?
Right.
This is what my calling was. Everybody like, that's your calling. That's your calling. That's your calling.
Right.
It's a difference to making one person laugh, a friend, than it is to make a whole club, though.
Yeah, right.
So that's where you start the baby steps. You know what I mean? 'Cause and where I'm from, I was the funniest cat they ever seen.
Right.
But I got here and got in line with 100,000 more funny people. You know what I mean? So.
And that's amazing. I see a lot of people say, man, I can do stand-up, I make my friends laugh.
Right.
But like you say, it's a whole different ball game when you hit the stage.
Right.
That's another, it's a what you call, it's almost like the word I want to say, it's a solution to it.
Right.
It's like it's chemistry, it's more than just telling a joke.
It sure is.
My friends say, yeah, man, I have everybody laughing at my job. I say, man, that's because you the supervisor.
Right.
You the supervisor at Popeye.
Right.
The people, if they don't laugh, they're gonna be out of work.
Right. Right.
They ain't gonna be able to get no more free chicken. So I feel you, but when you go into the stage, it's a whole different ball game. Trust me. Now, and man, and that's one thing I like about you, and actually you, T. Davis, like a new face, even though you've been doing it a little over 5 years. Right. But you do, you can do clean. A lot of your comedy is tasteful comedy. You're not a blue comic.
Right.
You do it without the cuss words. Because you and I did a church gig together not too long ago in Compton, California. And they loved us. And it was like people there 50, 60, 70 years old. The preacher enjoyed us and everything. Right. You had a good set.
Right.
Matter of fact, you kicked it off. What you think about doing clean comedy or doing, I don't want to say Christian comedy, but I'll just say clean comedy, because if you clean, you can do clean anywhere.
Right. But
do you enjoy doing it, clean comedy?
I think clean comedy is more marketable. You know what I mean? Because if everything is like ABC, NBC, and that kind of thing, of course, if I can do stuff and I can make people laugh and people can relate to me at all levels, being the kids all the way to, like you said, the older people, then that's different. And especially if I can do it in a clean fashion. Now I do like when I started. Of course, all you know is what you see on TV.
Right.
So what you think people can relate to is a lot of stuff that's not clean. You know. So that's how I basically started out. But I learned that you can be more successful if you can do the clean circuit opposed to doing the club circuit.
Right. Well, like you say, one thing I do know, if you can do clean, your opportunities of making more money is there.
Right.
Unless now you can be raw and you can be underground, but your show has to be so dynamic. In other words, people want to come see this guy.
Right.
They want to come see that rawness.
Right.
You got that 1,900 people want to come see you say those dirty words and this and that.
Right.
And you got that everywhere you go. But when you clean, you're more diverse.
Right.
So I really agree with you. And I found doing the church was real fun.
It is.
And the preacher had a sense of humor.
Yeah. Well, a little bit more than what we expected him to have.
Yeah, because I was like telling the preacher, man, I done clean. And the preacher, I was like, what you think, Rev? He said, man, I ain't gonna lie, man, you're a funny son of a bitch.
And he actually said those words.
I said, oh, Rev. Oh man, thank you very much. I was in awe. I didn't know what I got on my knees at the Lord. Please forgive me. For real, I know I don't take it. I said, Lord, I don't think this your shepherd or your sheep.
Right.
But forgive me. I don't. And it's raining outside, Lord. Please don't hit me with no light. I'm trying to make it. I got some more years to go. But. But we had a good time,
We had a good
and preach was cool. You know what I mean? But it's a beautiful thing, though, man. So I enjoy doing church gigs as well. Okay, check this out, man. We got about a minute left. Let me ask you a question. One more other question, real quick. Who are some of your favorite comedians?
Some of my favorite comedians, of course, everyone's gonna say Richard Pryor.
Okay.
Of course, Bernie Mac. People that's out right now that I like, I would say Earthquake.
Okay.
I still like
Very
Earthquake.
funny comedian.
Very funny. Cat Williams.
Cat Williams.
Yeah.
Okay, check it out, man. We're gonna go to break and we're gonna come back, talk some more.
Okay.
And you've been real good guest, man. All right, we'll be right back. Comedy, Books, and Coffee with Derrick Ellis. We're back with more Comedy, Books, and Coffee. I'm your host, Derrick Ellis. Before we went to break, we were asking who were some of your favorite comics. You said Richard Pryor, Cat Williams, and did you have any more?
Sinbad. I forgot to mention Sinbad.
Very. I met Sinbad. Sinbad is a very funny cat. He's like 24 hours funny.
Right.
You know, he's natural. And I see speaking of natural, a lot of the comics you mentioned were natural ability. And I find when you're natural, it's much easier to really make people laugh. I mean, it's like you're natural with, if that being just the things come out your mouth, or your personality.
Right.
Your personality is naturally funny. Richard Pryor had those. He had all those attributes. Yeah. Thank you for letting me say that word, man. Man, you know what? I need to take you on the road, man. I was finna say attitude, you know. But that's what I was looking. That's what I was looking for, attributes, right. You know. Yeah, you know, comedians are very intellectual. So yeah, thank you very much, man. But yeah, he had all those attributes, those characteristics. Richard Pryor had that, and you know, he was like, he could look at you and have you rolling. You know what I mean? You know, I think Cat Williams has a natural ability about him, so his personality, his character. And he's a funny guy, even on and off stage. I didn't had time to, I've been with him, you know, one-on-one, and he's a very funny guy, naturally. Yeah, man, so now are you, I asked a lot of my people who've been on the show, you know, we've had some good guests, and you among some of our great guests, we had Vince D, Coco Brown.
Okay.
I had my friend Wood Doctor and Roscoe, and I asked them this question. Now, all of those guys are readers, book readers. Are you a book reader?
I do. I have read a couple of books here and there.
What's your favorite book you've read?
I would say Disappearing Act.
Disappearing Act.
McMillan, Terry McMillan.
Oh, okay, yeah. Terry McMillan.
They made a movie about it, so everybody's seen it, but that was one of the first books that I got into when I was out of school.
Now that lady right there is a great writer. Right. She has written a lot of her books that went from book to film, Wait to Exhale, Disappeared, and yes, and she, Disappearing, great book. What was the book about?
It was about a couple. It actually aired on TV, but it was about a couple who got together. He was from a different place. She was like a musician star. He was like a construction worker, out of work kind of deal. And it kind of showed, the movie showed it like he was all like a nothing type of dude, but really in the book, he was a much better cat. He just had a lot of pride in it.
Oh, okay.
But the book kind of, the TV show kind of made him look bad, real bad.
Oh, okay.
It was just about two people from different places. She was from uptown, he was from downtown.
Right.
Okay. And how they made it work, how they grind together.
Right. Terry, yeah, she's a prolific author. Got some great work. Speaking of books, you know, man, I've written some books. I must mention my book too. This book I've written called The Comic Killer. It's a fiction. It's about a comedian who kills on stage, and ultimately he kills off stage. And this book is got some dark humor, some suspense in it, and you can get it. you can get it at on your iPhone, Kindle. So the Comic Killer, check that out. We're gonna go to break, and we'll be right back.
It's time for Derrick Ellis Comedy and Coffee House.
In fact, I'd like to thank you for contributing to the book drive, the contribution you made with our book, Derrick Ellis Books. We're doing a book drive where we wanted to provide brand new books to middle and high school kids, low income and poverty stricken. Based on some statistics, 37% of all African American or minority kids in the 4th grade are illiterate. So we're trying to promote literacy, and so we're going to get them some books, and you can log on to DerrickEllisBooks.com, check that out, or you can go on indiegogo.com and check that out. And but I really I wanted to tell you that, appreciate that. Now check it out, man. I know now we drink a lot of coffee. That's one thing I said, man, I got to get you on the show because you a coffee drinker like me. I already know. Normally I would have to ask my guests, are they a coffee drinker? But I know you're a coffee drinker.
Right.
You always I'm like, man, when I see you drinking, I go back to drinking again. I say, man, I drank 8 cups the other night, man. Went to sleep with my eyes open. I saw my girl go into both of my wallets.
Wow.
But I was froze. I couldn't do nothing.
Right.
I was like this here, But I enjoy coffee, man. I drinks it every morning. What is your favorite?
I done got into that hazelnut.
Hazelnut.
I was just drinking black, just a little sugar or whatever. Now I got that hazelnut. It's giving another whole kick.
And man, let me tell you something. In the morning, when you smell that hazelnut, man, that makes you get your day going. I mean, I know it does for me. Because I was messing with that French vanilla. Right. But I like that hazelnut too as much as that. I didn't like, look here, French, you got to go to the side.
You cheating on the French with the hazelnut.
With the French, Only thing I want to be French in there is French kissing my gal.
Wow.
But anyway, so that's a good call. And so you drink it before you go up on stage. I know because we work late, America, we work late. Comedians, we work real late. And so, do you find yourself having a cup before you go up?
I always have a cup before I go on stage. It gives me I don't know if it's the coffee, is it the caffeine, is it the hazelnut, or is it the sugar? Because that's to give me that boost. I go, hey, what's going on? And without it, you can tell my energy is kind of like, hey, how y'all doing? It's 1 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
They've been putting me on since 9 o'clock. It's 1.
But you know what, man? That's ironic you said that because that works for me too. Right. Like sometimes I be down, they be like, man, you sad? I'm like, man, I don't know. Right. As soon as I do something, they call me like, what's going on? What we got to do?
Right.
You say, man, first of all, you got to quit talking that loud. We're in the library. We're in the library, man. You got to be quiet, man. You scare these kids. Right. But yeah, man, it's a beautiful thing, though. Yeah, I enjoy coffee. Matter of fact, man, we got some coffee mugs we got here, and my coffee mugs. And so yeah, I put these out about 2-3 years ago. But so I'm a coffee drinker, man.
Derrick Ellis Comedy and Coffee House. Okay.
Yeah, man.
My House Productions. All right.
Yeah,
I see what you're doing.
Yeah, check it out. You can have a couple laughs.
Right. Okay.
I'm laughing, But anyway, so check it out, man. Now, get into politics, man. You're a very intelligent comedian. I ask all my guests this question. Describe President Barack Obama in 2 words.
The greatest.
The greatest. Oh, Muhammad Ali ain't got nothing on Barack Obama. The greatest. Right. Hey, you doing great things, man.
Yes.
And like I say, man, we always talk about this. They didn't build Rome in one night, huh?
Right.
It takes time. You know what I mean? It takes preparation. And although he's the president, he's the head guy. in charge, you have to have a great staff too.
Right.
You know, you got to have a staff, man. And this guy Weiner, that showed his little twank, man, you got to be careful, right? You know, show this little. Now, if he took that Viagra, it'd been different though.
Right.
But he took that twank, you know, little Weiner Weiner, you know.
Right.
Man, you taking pictures and texting people.
Right.
My homeboy said, man, I thought it was something. I was finna go bait my hook with it, you know. Man, you had a worm, you know. Albino worm, you know, but yeah, man. So you can't have that. See, that's what I'm saying. You ain't gonna never see President Barack Obama doing something crazy.
Right.
I mean, he's a serious businessman. You know what I mean? And he's so intelligent.
Right.
He be saying some big words. You ever notice that?
Right. Yeah. Well, you know what? This is not funny, but the whole thing about Barack is President Barack Obama. I should say it like that. The whole thing about people, that actually everything that he wants to do, all his policies, everything that he wants to do, they're not going to actually unfortunately, they're probably not going to do it until he's out of office, because they don't want him to be credited for all the good, the positive things that he's talking about. Because if you look at the alternative, like now it's kind of everybody like Barack's this, Mr. President is that, and they kind of talk about it. But if you look at the alternative, if you look at John McCain, you'd be like, "Are you serious?"
Right.
He didn't think nothing was wrong back then.
Right.
So I think he's the greatest thing, man. They say,
but he has done something since he's been in there.
Oh yeah.
And you know, we
Plenty.
with the health thing.
Right.
That was something he was really for, and he's you know, Osama.
Right.
And you know what I mean. They've been trying to do that.
They
talking about and
they was talking about they wanted to get his birth certificate or his death certificate. Did you hear them say that?
Yeah, man. That's like me and Vince was talking. Man, I don't know what my birth certificate is.
Right.
I don't know, man. I asked my mom, when was I born?
Right.
Is you lying to me? But yeah, man. So, but he's such a strong guy,
right.
man. You know, that's that you know, that spirituality in it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Then he got a good woman. You know.
Right.
By every
you need that.
Great man has a great woman.
That's what they say.
And so yeah, man, he's doing a lot, man. You know, and well, you know, me, politics. When I was in school, you know, I was like, man, I thought about maybe, man, I should be a politician. I've run. I was gonna go to law school,
right?
You know, because I finished from TSU. I got a criminal justice, BS, Bachelor of Science. But I was like, I don't know how I cheated. That's what happened.
Tell the truth.
Look at me, I didn't realize how much I would cheat, man, until I put this guy's name on my paper. You know? So, we got 2 Leroy Johnsons in the room, you know. But I said, man, I would cheat that much. But thank you though. But yeah, man. So I was like, man. But I was like, man, politics, man. Cause if I do go in there, they got to dig up that dirt. Right. And then, man, my mom would be like, "Oh Lord, did you do that?" God, man. Yeah, did you do that? Oh man. So, you know, I didn't want them just to go back in my past, you know. Yeah, man, yeah. Me, especially with me, with the 4 midgets, you know.
Y'all gonna bring that up now? Are you serious?
Yeah, I had 4 midgets.
Right. They ain't said nothing about your whole life when you started running for stuff. Yeah. Oh, that's coming out.
Yeah, you know, he had 4 midgets.
And one of them didn't have but one leg.
And they all was standing on top of each other. That made 6 feet right there.
Wow. You adding them up.
Yeah. But yeah, man. So anyway, though, but yeah, man. But politics, man, that's a cold piece, though, man. But I commend the President Barack Obama for even, you know, wanting to, you know, to go that far with it.
Because if it was me, as soon as I got the job, I'd be like, "Thank y'all for electing me the President of the United States." I quit. Do you see all this work he done left me? No, we don't work like that.
Yeah, I quit.
But he's admirable. He's taken care of.
Right. Great, man. So check it out, man. What you got coming up next, T. Davis?
I have just a whole lot of shows coming up in the city. I don't, you know, I got to. I've been hired to do this convention in Little Rock, and that's in August. That's coming up. So
that's cool. Not far from your hometown.
Yeah, 2 hours away.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah.
So it's cool.
Oh, okay, man. Now,
You thought it was the most stuff? Yeah.
well, look here.
You thought I had a whole list of stuff
That
out
is
there.
hilarious, man. I just caught that, man. Oh, no, sir. I'm waiting for you, you know.
Right.
Great, man. Great. So check it out, man. Well, what can people reach you?
They can reach me at Comedian T Davis. That's my handle on Facebook. It's also my handle on MySpace. It's also my handle on Twitter. Comedian T Davis. If you put Comedian T Davis, all that stuff is gonna come up there. Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, and that's
Okay. We just got this new Twitter. Twitter at the Comic Killer. I want people to follow me there so we can see the progress of this book. We just adapted into a screenplay, so hopefully we can sell it. I never say credit this, and I should do it.
Right.
I like to thank 1061 Productions for allowing us to come on and do the Comedy Books and Coffee. You see, we have bam. We've taken it to another level.
This is very nice.
I know we're gonna end this show today. I always like to say this before I get out of here. People, check this out. Also, look, be my friend too on Facebook and hit me up at www.funnywearclothing.com. And like I said, I always like to tell my folks, I always have a great laugh, always read a great book, and always wake up to a great cup of coffee. My name is Derrick Ellis. You guys have been great. Me and T. Davis signing off. Good night.
It's time for Derrick Ellis Comedy and Coffee House.